What's up, everybody? Today we are live. We're going to talk about subjects on boxing, the Sonny Edwards retirement, and much more. We come right back. Welcome to another episode of Ring Walk Boxing Podcast. I am Bean, and we're going to start it off, and I'm going to talk a little bit about Sonny Edwards versus Feo. I believe his last name is Feo. I can't really pronounce it. Um, but Sonny Edwards, it was a lot of hype. A lot of people looking forward to his match. He's a young guy, 28 years of age. And what I saw from him yesterday, I just knew something was off. He was literally in the ring, not uh, really fighting his opponent back. You know, his opponent was on the front foot, taking control of every aspect of the ring. And to me, Sonny had no answers. And shortly after the first few rounds, you hear him in the corner saying that he didn't get in there or something to that nature. So I can see that it was something bothering him, maybe something in his personal life, I don't know. But he did not look like a fighter prepared to be in the ring this weekend. Um, and my thing is, in any situation like that, I'd rather a boxer just go and retire versus trying to come to a knowing in their mind they don't no longer they no longer like they have it to get 3 or 4 rounds in a fight and then call it quits. I think he should have retired after his last fight. And so whatever he chooses, um, I'll say congrats to him, to what he does, and keep your head up and have a great life. Sometimes people's careers are lengthy. Sometimes they're a short in this sport. Okay. So I want to also cover the uh, that we would see. Now they're saying that we won't see. Um, Rising star Ron Boots Ennis, Pennsylvania, versus Ortiz. One of those type of kind of hype about this type of match. People from Boots, as far as him, position and this has been the perfect for him. But now the is canceled, or I don't know if the opponent or actually just canceled, to where Boots is going to set this fight out and I'm assuming Ortiz will find another fill in. And all different things. I'm not sure particulars. Allegedly, uh, Boot wanted to stay at the weight of 147 pounds and clear out the division um, before moving up to 54-pound division. And at 147, disputed and becomes undisputed. He'll seek out the 104 division, and if fighters like Bud Crawford are still at 154, and some other people. So I want to know, for those who are boxing or do research, what do you feel about the situation? Let me know in chat about Boots Ennis pulling out of the Ortiz match. boxer from Hey, can you hear me? Hear me? Dion, can you hear me? Uncle Dean, can you hear me? All right, all right. So we're back. We're back. Hopefully, chat room can hear me. So Zhang is not happening. So this is a second opponent that pulled out from fighting Martin Bakole, who many, like I say, refer to him as a man. In other words, the boogeyman is the guy that nobody wants to smoke with. They'll make sure that they don't step through the ropes and face Martin Bakole. So now that Zhilei Zhang is out there versus Bakole, they're now saying that it will be a fellow African fighter, F.A. Ajagba. That F.A. Ajagba versus Martin Bakole will be the next matchup. What I would say about F.A. Ajagba, he is similar to Deontay Wilder. F.A. is a tall, slender fighter, very, very powerful, but I don't really see much of him combinations. The twos, the threes, the four, maybe even the six. The boom, boom, boom. It's kind of more like a one or a one. Um, so I would like to see a busier F.A. Jogba, and if he is to beat somebody on the level of Martin Bowley, he would have to be busy. He would probably definitely have to be strategic and smart and try to zoom in on the body of Martin Bakole. It meant strategy to go the body of Martin Bakole. Because we know in the aspect of Martin Bakole, whenever he's coming in very thunderous and very viciously. He doesn't really sit around and wait. He just kind of comes in. When he comes in, he's like a windstorm. It's hard to escape Martin Bakole once he gets you in the clutches, and once you're at his will, it's very, very hard to turn around the adversity in that ring with the likes of Martin Bakole. So we'll see all going down here in the near future pertaining to Martin Bakole. And we'll also see, what's going on with F.A. Jogba, who I haven't seen in the ring in quite a while. So he would definitely need to be on his game with Martin Bacoli. Hey, Cuzzo, what's going on, Reese? Um, all right, so we just talked about Sonny Edwards, age 28. He no longer has the passion for the sport of boxing. We also just talked about uh, the different opponents of Martin Bacoli. First, you had Kabayel, who dropped out. You had Zilly Zhang, who pulled out. Now we have F.A. Ajagba versus Martin Coley. And once it's official, I'll look on their box uh, tonight, and we'll see if it's official with F.A. Ajagba versus Martin Bacoli. All right. So, we also talked about Boots Ennis, that he would not be fighting Ortiz at 154 pounds. And it was said that Ennis wanted Ortiz to come down to 147, if I'm not mistaken. So, Terence Crawford, who was once at 147, Earl Spence, who was once at 147 pound division, they have moved up to 154 pound division. Meanwhile, Jerome Ennis is still at 147 pound division. So I'm not sure what's the next step for Boots and who at 147 that they will to match up against Boots, but hopefully it's at a level, at a respectful level, to where fans will be pleased and will not be throwing shade at Boots and his thing that still hasn't stepped up in opposition. Also, upcoming fight, I believe in February, we will have the two Davids. David Benavidez versus David Morrell. David Benavidez, a lot of us know him for his calling out of Canelo Alvarez. He's been calling out Canelo for a very, very long time. And that fight has never materialized. So we're hoping, I'm hoping as a fan, and many of us want to see David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez come to fruition in the year 2025. If Canelo versus David Benavidez doesn't happen next year, I don't see it ever happening. If it doesn't happen next year, I think we will never see that matchup materialize. But on the subject of David Benavidez and David, that will be a very intriguing matchup. You know, um, sometimes I'll be a little more biased of a fighter with a bigger name, more known, like David Navidez versus David Morrell. Morrell, no slouch. So this will definitely be, um, I would say 60-40, but I'm going to take 60 for David Benavidez to be victorious against David Morrell. Also, in boxing news, um, Shakur Stevenson was supposed to be fighting Zepeda. Well, Zepeda pulled out, I believe, for an injury or some type of injury. So Zepeda will no longer be fighting Shakur Stevenson for the time being. The young up and coming Shakur Stevenson, hailing from Newark, New Jersey, who is signed with hip hop mogul Jay Prince, Houston, Texas. Um, so this the Payda fight is not going to happen, and seeing that it was going to happen, the younger, hungry, up and coming Schofield, aka Kid Austin, started calling out Shakur Stevenson, basically saying, since the Payda pulled out, let me be the replacement, and I'll show you something. I'll show you better than I can tell you. Is the way he's talking. You got the team Schofield, Floyd, and his dad. So, like most dads, they're gonna want the best for you. They're gonna be your main cheerleader, as it should be. Um, they're basically saying the least of their concern with Shakur Stevenson is his punching power. Now, in saying that, could that be a situation that they're overlooking the tenacity and the power, sure, of Shakur Stevenson? Maybe his power is deceptive because we haven't always seen the results maybe we want to see because don't see Shakur doing his opponents like Gervonta Davis. However, that does not mean that young man Shakur can't thump. And it could come as a surprise to Kid Austin if he gets overzealous and thinking he does not need to respect the power of Shakur Stevenson. Core, some people say he's very, very skilled. Roy Jones gives Shakur his props. I give Shakur his props as far as being all around boxer, all around scientific fighter that does the basic fundamentals very well. And with the tools he has, he builds on those basic fundamentals very well. You know, he understands ring generalship. He's good ring IQ. He has speed. He's defensively sound. He's a very, very smart fighter. I think um, majority of it would be casuals or just people who are so thirsty for a different level of excitement. They can't sit back and enjoy the beauty of boxing. You know, it's like the days of the Sugar Ray Robinson, which he was both. Sugar Ray Robinson was a very meticulous fighter back in the 1940s, but he also had that quote unquote killer instinct and that wow factor. The wow factor is Sugar Ray Robinson could box you, but he could also take you out like that. He had that trigger that he could go to, and boom, you're up out of there. He came to Sugar Ray Robinson. With Shakur Stevenson, he puts me in the mindset of the second coming of legendary Floyd Money. Now, let's back it up just a bit because if we're talking about Money Mayweather, we often forget the stage of his earlier career. Pretty Boy Floyd. Pretty Boy Floyd was like an assassin in the ring. Much like a Matrix fighter, similar to Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker. He could stand in that proximity of his opponent within arm's reach, but make you pay with counter punches and things like that. You know, so a person was very respectful of Pretty Boy Floyd because if you miss him, came back with could shut your lights off and you're on your back looking up at the lights. That's that's the old school Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather it ever existed. Now with Shakur Stevenson, I like in him what we saw boy Floyd Mayweather. That's what I like to see when it comes to the likes of Stevenson. Very, very good. But I want to see if that woe factor. Does he have Pretty Boy Shakur Stevenson have what Sugar Ray Robinson had? Does Shakur Stevenson have Sugar Ray Leonard at that wolf? So it's me. It's deep down in there. Shakur Stevenson does have, and maybe a certain style fighter will bring that him out of him. It may be Kid Austin, very well out of course Stevenson that many people can believe ever. You know, you know, a whole lot said from Kid Austin about their intention and their plans because, like I said, they don't respect of Shakur Stevenson. So they feel like it's going to be a situation where the man Shakur's on Schofield's going to shrug it off and at least with bad intentions, and that this is going to make Shakur Stevenson backpedal even more. That that's the feeling that they have into with Shakur Stevenson. So it will be up to Shakur Stevenson to show them that hey, I'm not that one, and maybe show Shakur they don't know exists. Crazy about the fight game, the boxing game, that certain fighters may not show everything they can do. They might just fight to a level in front of them, and that might be very well what we see with Shakur Stevenson. Very patient fighter. Shakur is very good footwork, maneuvers very well. Schofield definitely has a power. He can go in the trenches. Um, to me, it's going to be a fight. Um, you hear saying that it's too early for school to step up to the level of Shakur Stevenson, but Schofield, Kid Austin, he wants it. He he's not tripping on his, so he's trying to give us the fans, the fight we want. I tried to cherry pick. I got to say to you got the mentality of David Davis, Bubu Andrade. They'll fight anyone. Joseph Parker, different fighters like that that fight anybody. And the only way you really learn how to swim is to in the water. So I guess he has in the water to get wet. So hey, to Kid Austin, hope that this is made school Schofield. So they have been begging Oscar De La Hoya to go along with their plan to fight Shakur Stevenson. I believe Shakur Stevenson ring out to a team make it happen that 9 times that the match Shakur Stevenson versus Floyd Schofield. So if this match, what would be your predictions? Let me know in the chat your predictions of Shakur Stevenson versus Ken. Thing is it's already the first of the month. Wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. This first and on the 23rd or thereabouts, we're going to see a match of the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk. Tyson Fury, UK fighter, mainly known from his with the water. sure. As far as worldwide acclaim. Um, and then you have Usyk hailing from Ukraine. Right? Very, very good. Uh, we covered that if you go back earlier in some of my videos. See, this is Fury 1. If you didn't see that, please reference that. Go back, check that out. And here in about a week or so, we'll be Usyk versus that are happening in about 3 weeks. I'm very much looking forward to the rematch. As I've said, and I'll still to my gut feeling, is that what Pop was saying, I just happen to agree with what was saying. So like music is just um, he's like a scientist with curious is as well. He's a scientist as well. But Usyk is even more swifter and faster in different angles. He's he's actually older than Fury, but he's lighter naturally. You know, he was a cruiserweight. Now he's a heavyweight. So he still moves like a cruiserweight. He has enough power to hurt Fury. That's the key. Tyson is maybe playing games, saying that you didn't bother him. But if you go back and replay, I believe round 9 of their first fight in highlights, you're going to see Usyk. Um, he had Fury going from one side of the ring to the other. The ball. It was pretty intense. It was pretty intense, and I think now that you know that he hurt Fury and he's already beat Fury, that the second one will be I won't say easier. That Fury's back is against the wall, but he will still make adjustments, knowing that Fury's trying to make adjustments. He's going to be ready for any style of Fury that steps in that ring on December 23rd. Really don't see what Fury can do to beat Usyk, and like he's saying, the knockout. Usyk knows this, so Usyk is going to be and and really key in and he's trying to land the shot that's going to knock him out. Usyk is not going to be going away that easy. He shows a very good chin. He shows he can weather the storm, and uh, he's I have to say he's a special and see a showdown um, in a couple weeks, in about 3 weeks. So, like I said, look at for future episodes here at Ring Walk Box Podcast because we're talking about the rematch of Usyk versus Fury 2. All right, so I appreciate everybody who fell through today. Support Uncle Neem, Cousin Reese, Uncle Al, Cousin D, I'm such love. My bro Ike, uh, and before you make sure you hit the thumbs up on here, and also spread the word. Co-workers, friends, let them know to subscribe. And hit. All right, so we're ready to close the episode out. Shout outs to our viewers around the world, ones here live. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Uh, look at the description area if you're in merch. All kind of different things you can purchase, and they do deliver internationally. So if you're interested in merch, we have an online store. So we'll catch you on the next round. We'll catch you on the next round. As always, much love, and I'll see you soon.